How do we do transformations? Well, let's follow this path. First, we check for the axis of the curve and graph it. Amplitude, graph the top, bottom. Phase shift, where does it start? And then we can continue with usually the period, but in this course it's only going to be 360, so that's going to be pretty easy. In other courses, the period will change, making things a little bit more interesting. So let's go with this. Okay, let's check y equals sine theta. Is sine theta plus 0, so the axis of the curve is just y equals 0, and we can just draw it there. Okay, now let's go for the amplitude. I'll make it thinner. The amplitude is, it's 1 sine theta, so amplitude is 1, so it's going to go 1 above and 1 below. And there it is. And now we're going to go for the phase shift. And in this case, the phase shift was theta. There's no brackets, plus or minus. Therefore, the phase shift is 0. Means that we start right there at 0. Now we know that sine curve goes first up and then down. And because the amplitude is positive, 1, it's going to do that. It's going to go up. So 90 degrees goes to the top. 90 degrees goes to the middle. 90 degrees goes to the bottom. 90 degrees to the middle. And we follow the pattern on the other side. And as best we can, we try to graph a sine function. Let's try another one. Let's try question 3. So it says sine theta minus 1.5. So first, axis of the curve, minus 1.5. So here it is. There's my axis of the curve. The amplitude, well, in front of the sine theta is just a 1, so it's still 1 up and 1 down. So from 1.5 goes to negative 0.5. And to negative 2.5. There it is. Okay, my phase shift. Phase shift, there's no brackets again. So phase shift is 0. So we're going to start right at the y-axis. And it's positive, so it's going to go up. It's going to go to the middle. It's going to go down. And always, because, again, just because on this course we only do the period to always be the same at 360, this dots will be 90 degrees apart. Sorry, I got that one very squiggly. So let's see what else we have in here. Okay, let's try this. On the practice one. Half sine theta. No, I want something more. Let's try this one. 5. Negative sine theta plus 30 minus 1. So we'll start with the axis of the curve. The axis of the curve is minus 1, so we're going to go at the minus 1. Then the amplitude is actually negative 1. Now it will still go 1 up and 1 down. But now, instead of starting up, I'm going to start down, and we'll get to that in a sec. Next, we go with phase shift. Phase shift is plus 30. The phase shift, it's like it goes backwards, like in quadratic. So plus 30 means really it's minus 30. So I'm going to go 1 to the left. And now normally my function will go up and then down. But because the amplitude was negative 1, it's going to go down first. Now I happen to notice that in this scale, every 3 dots, it's 90 degrees. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to the bottom, 1, 2, 3 to the middle, 1, 2, 3 to the top, 1, 2, 3 to the middle. And right now, 1, 2, 3 to the top, 3 to the middle, 1, 2, 3 to the bottom. And this 1, 2, 3 that I'm counting, of course, is not always the case. It's just because the scales can change. But in this particular thing, 3 dots is 90 degrees, which really are checking for 90 degrees. I'm going to just do one last one with an amplitude because I didn't find one with an amplitude. So let's say this one. Negative 3 sine theta, question number 8. So what's the axis of the curve? The axis of the curve again is 0. The amplitude is 3 or negative 3, which means now I need to go 3 up all the way to the top and 3 down. It's going to be difficult to graph, but we'll take on the challenge. The phase shift is theta, there's nothing there, so it's going to be 0. It's going to start right here. That's going to go 90, go to the top, another 90 to the middle, another 90, to the bottom, and then a 90 to the middle. And I went up. Oh, it didn't. See, I made a mistake. I was about to tell you, and then I caught myself. It's a negative amplitude. Therefore, it should go down first, not up. So let me undo and say, oh, no, this goes down first. So 90 to the bottom, 90 to the middle, 90 to the top, 90 to the middle. To the other side, follow the pattern. It's got to go to the top, 90 to the middle, 180 to the bottom, 270 and 360. And now I'm going to try my best to graph it as sinusoidal as possible. Actually, I'm a little bit impressed. So please finish this handout and rock on.